Chapter 909. Kill Self.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to an episode of the podcast. I am the best guy ever, as you can tell from my brilliant intro skills. And I'm joined, as always, by the hypocrite.
I've contracted a rare disease. It's called summer cold. It's when you get a cold all summer long. It's something to do with pollen. But I think that's just fake news. I think this is a sea-based disease because we're on a boat.
Oh, well, maybe. I mean, it might be the fact that we are, as you can see, edited into the background, passing by a summer island in the background.
That's not edited
Oh,
in.
no. Oh, wait, sorry, that might have been on the opposite side from where the camera's pointing. Maybe you can't see it after all, viewers.
That's where you are, the cameraman.
That's right. Like that Lakitu from Mario 64 that's holding the camera, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that. All right, everybody. Here we are, chapter 909. We're a little late. I was away. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. Seppuku. Seppuku.
Yes, the funny meme that we all know and love, where you kill yourself.
Sudoku. It's a very hard number puzzle. Good luck solving that
Good
one.
luck, guys.
All right, cover arc. What do we got? Number 39, episode 39 of Orlumbus and the Gang. At 4 p.m., a pirate's first campaign commenced the assault. As that mean old pirate Orlumbus is shooting, I think he's shooting some cannonballs.
He's shooting some cannons at a town. This
Yeah,
doesn't really mean
right.
anything until next chapter. By the way, let's just say right now, we're recording both these chapters at the same time, but we're making them separate videos just for your convenience. So give us money on patreon.com/.
You literally owe us
Podcast Pirates.
That's the one. You owe us all your money. Okay, here we go. Next one is page 1. Here we go. The New World. Now, what was happening last time? We had just cut away from...
it was Reverie. There was stuff happening. And
we just saw the Crown Man, Im-sama, had just ascended his throne.
Yes.
Was the last thing we saw.
Now, I was thinking, they can't just cut away now. There's things to happen. But I think what they're going to do... I think what they're going to do is they're going to cut back and forth. Like, stuff is going to get set up in Wano, but not, like, the main part of Wano battle. Like, it's going to be, like, Luffy meeting with them, and maybe, like, some days passing, and a Reverie event happens, and then that comes out in the news, and then they learn about that, and that, like, informs what they do at Wano, and
I more or less agree.
Yeah.
I think that, like, right now, what we've gotten, because they said that Reverie was, like, a 7-day thing, I think, or something. Frankly, entire arcs have happened in the span of 7 days in One Piece. So it is totally possible that, like, I'm just saying, it's theoretically possible that all of Wano ends before we see the end of Reverie, or we get whatever happens there. Probably not. Probably not. But maybe. And I basically just agree with you. I think that we will, like, right now what's going on is a big meeting of people talking, like, logistical stuff. And, like, I would love to hear their specific political debates, but your average reader is not interested in, like, watching some bureaucrats argue back and forth. So,
I mean, if it's, like, a thing that we will see, it'll be, like, punctuated by, like, a big, like, nobody saw that coming sort of moment.
I stand by what I think. I think Blackbeard is going to attack. And besides, let's not forget that fucking the Revolutionary Army is there. Something's going down before we leave Reverie. Of course, for sure. So,
yeah, you know what would be like a double whammy for, like, family members of Luffy who's been killed by Blackbeard is if he kills Dragon.
Kills Dragon and Sabo at the same time. Now that would be...
I don't know whether he'll kill Sabo, but, like, Dragon has never really done anything, but I don't know how relevant he can be.
I mean, the Shonen law dictates that we see Dragon's superpowers in action before he dies. You have to do that.
Yeah.
You can theoretically do it in a flashback later. That might be passable, but it's less satisfying. So if you kill Dragon, I'm totally fine with that, but give him a fight first. That's what I ask.
Yeah, there's a lot happening. I think Blackbeard arriving would be, you know, a big upset, but there's also, like, Im-sama and the whole, like, thing there.
Yes, that's a big thing. We got to see closure on that. I mean, obviously, at some point. Like,
Well,
it's possible that Im is the big bad of One Piece. So
most likely. But, like, that's the thing. If he's the big bad of One Piece and Blackbeard arrives, what is going to happen? Are they going to fight and Blackbeard's going to be defeated? Or are they going to team up? It seems a bit unlikely.
I think Blackbeard is going to try to steal whatever secret weapon that Doflamingo was talking about. Im-sama's just got his own goal. Well, like, the ruling party, that is the Tenryubito, Im-sama, the Gorosei, all those guys, they just want to preserve power. Blackbeard's the one with something to obtain here. Though it is possible that, like, Im-sama's been waiting for the chosen one, Monkey D. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that, but, like, something has happened. Oh, maybe it's the awakening of Shirahoshi as Poseidon. Maybe that's something important to some grands, because he was carrying pictures of Shirahoshi.
What's the hat?
Yeah, what's the hat? The hat's got to be addressed. That's obviously important. We're getting answers to that for sure before Reverie is like wrapped
I'm
up.
gonna be addressed in just a hat.
I'm gonna be. That's lewd.
I can dress myself in top hat things like Sabo and the funny fucking revolutionary goggles.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Please draw that, everyone. Send naked hippo pics to @hypocrite on twitter.com.
Oh, that's good. I don't use Twitter. I'll never see them.
Oh, I forgot. Damn it. Well, okay, whatever.
I'm a tweetless
Put
man.
it in the fan chat. That's true. Okay, here we go. So moving on from there. Well, there's just so much that's going to happen. In time, it'll all get sorted out.
Yeah,
Have
so let's
no
just
fear,
focus on the right now. We've got the minks. We've got the boys. We've got the funny... animal men
Guardians.
with Nekomamushi, which is one half, I think. Did they split up? They got like Inuarashi
I was actually
going
doing some
with the
research.
others
I couldn't
Wano.
quite remember exactly what Inugarashi was doing right now. I believe he is at... I don't fucking remember where... I read the wiki to try to see where he was, because he's not here. And it didn't really... I'm going to check it right fucking out again.
Well, why didn't you... I mean, if I would have researched it, I would have looked at, like, the chapter where they said, this is our plan, let's go, before
I didn't want to do
cake.
that. The wiki should know. The fucking... Okay, hang on. I got it right here. Okay, so this is what the wiki says. Like, his last thing that he did in the goddamn piece of shit story that is One Piece is... As Inurashi stood watch at Zo's entrance, Wanda asked him to rest and said they could post some guards, but Inuarashi was deeply concerned about the beast pirates located Zo and suspected they might return. I think he stayed behind to defend it? I think?
Yeah, actually. Yeah,
I'm honestly not sure. Please read the
holding
comments.
down-
People will post about it.
He's holding the fort.
I thought he went out somewhere. God damn it, I'm all fucked up. I really should have read the chapter again. Comments. This is where you come in. Save us from ourselves, from our ignorance.
Well, anyway, Nekomamushi
Why do we forget everything related and
going-
happened in Zo? Zo is the most forgotten, with the most important information in like all of... Okay, I'm sorry.
I didn't
don't know,
really
it doesn't
forget Zo. It was kind of memorable. It was just kind of short.
It was like my favorite arc. It was my favorite short little arc. Even Whole Cake Island, which had way higher highs, I overall had some slumps that made it a little less enjoyable than Zo from start to finish, in my humble opinion. But it was shorter, so there was like more to love in Whole Cake overall. Okay, but anyway, so we got the minks here, and now we're here looking for Marco. We're here to see Marco, and here's the Marco
that
the
was
Phoenix
part of the
trivia.
plan. They wanted to go scoop up the rest of Whitebeard's crew, and meet in Wano. I forget what the plan of like the minx was, but Raizo the ninja. What was he all about? He was was being hidden from Kaido's boy Jack.
Yes.
And Kaido's in like entrenched in Wano with like the allies or something.
He's the ally of the current shogun who had like deposed I think Momonosuke's dad who had been the shogun. And I don't think we know the full story yet as to what's the deal with Kaido and the samurai. So I think we have a lot to learn.
It's a what do you call it? A succession war. We got to get the right boy on the throne, and we're the good guys. We got the minks on our side. We got the Luffy on our side. And we're going to grind up the Whitebeard crew because they don't like Kaido.
It's really a full-scale war, is what is supposedly happening in Wano right now. Like it's the ruling class of those guys who are just in power, and then the people who are deposed, the Momonosuke's team, Oda.
Yeah.
I don't know what their name is. Ozen. I can't remember. They have to. Like the plan is to round up samurai and allies like the Minks and the Whitebeard pirates and so on and so forth to have a literal uprising to take back Wano and overthrow Kaido and the Shogun because they're allies. It's one and the same thing to beat both of them. So yeah. Here's a quick question. Quick question about this plan. Literally, why do they need to, like, quote unquote, beat Kaido? Because, case in point, Big Mom. They did not need to beat Big Mom. They stole from Big Mom that which they needed, namely the print, or the impression thing, the paper of the red poneglyph, the road poneglyph. Why do they need to, like, actually defeat Kaido? Why does Law care about that? Why does anyone care about that? Who's just a pirate?
Why does Law? Law's fucking gonna be here soon. Damn it.
This is like Law's plan to overthrow Kaido.
his. I mean, I think. Well, initially, I actually watched the anime of Punk Hazard not too long ago. Just because I never watched the anime past the Marineford War arc.
Dude, remember how big and black Virgo was? That was sick.
Yes, very funny. And Law was basically like, I want to take down Kaido, and you're cool, Luffy, let's do it. And Luffy's like, okay, that sounds sick. If you want to be the Pirate King, you gotta destroy Kaido, and Kaido needs this
That's
sad
inaccurate,
stuff.
though. That's not even true that they need to... Okay. To be fair, we do not know the full extent of things yet. So what we learned from
what we
Law...
know, what Law knew, at least, is that Kaido was using the sad to make the devil fruits to make his army of mink warriors, animal devil fruit warriors, and so he wanted to piss off Kaido by destroying the thing. And the reason he was doing that was because Don Flamingo owned that whole thing, and he wanted to stick it to Don Flamingo by ruining his factory. So that Don Flamingo would be in trouble and be, like...
So are you saying that Law's endgame was actually to defeat Doflamingo?
I don't know whether that was his endgame. I think his endgame is to be the Pirate King, like most of the other...
Okay, but that's my point. If his endgame is to become the Pirate King, then, like, who cares about beating Kaido? Why don't they just steal the road poneglyph? In whatever way is more convenient.
I think the law.
Are those two things one and the same? I don't know.
I don't think it's.
It was never the plan to like defeat Big Mom. That was never the plan.
No, but I think the reason he's going after Kaido is because like, for whatever like we don't have all the information on what Kaido has in terms of poneglyphs or whatever, but Law, I think he just, as a pirate, wants to defeat the biggest, baddest guy around to prove himself as, like, the guy next in line to come to the Pirate King, but it's gonna be Luffy instead. And Luffy's gonna be there, his big bounty and all his allies, and Law's gonna be sitting next to him and be like, fucking motherfucker. I was the smart one. I came up with the plan, and Luffy's just waltzing on in.
Get cucked, bitch. You're gay. Don't get me wrong. I understand totally the glory and the joy of taking down a pirate like Kaido and deposing a Yonko. That sure seems like a cool, piratey thing to do. It just doesn't seem like that would be... Like, Law was all about just getting the mission done. And, like, even... Like, it's weird, because, like... Doflamingo was a stepping stone for Law, like in the grand scheme of things, in this plan to take down Kaido, which was the overall goal. Despite the fact that Doflamingo was like way more involved with Law's past, such that you would think that it's actually Doflamingo who was the end game. The Law continually insists that he was not the end game.
Well, I think it's just, I mean, we aren't like that much of fans of Law because he's been handled a little badly in Dressrosa specifically. But before that, he was alright, and I think
he wasn't great on
it's more that he was just... He has, like, ideas of grandeur. Like, he wants to do, like, big deal things, and he's smart. He's a surgeon, he's a doctor.
Smart.
He knows little things and scalpels and whatnot. He likes making big, airtight plans. And it's why it's funny when he allies himself with Luffy, because Luffy is all about like just doing things with your gut instinct, and he's like, no, fucking stop.
I mean,
but,
don't get me
like,
wrong, I respect Law's plan making way more than Luffy's. Way more. It's just that it's the kind of series where Luffy just, like, ends up doing better. Because, lol, adventure, lol.
I'm prepared for Law to, like, make me like him in Wano. I don't think he's actually a bad character.
I'll give you this. If Law can become lol, then we got a winning character on our hands. We need less Law, more lol. That's LAWL, everybody. Draw me pictures of lol. I want him. He's the real MVP.
Yeah,
draw
draw Nate laughing at Law and Law being a little upset about it.
Yeah, being deeply wounded by this attack on his pride. That is lol.
But
that
he's trying not to show it.
Lol.
He's being, like, reserved with his emotions. He's like, I'm not going to let this get to me, but god damn it. He's laughing
just like when
at me,
just like when they tied Chopper to his head, He was deeply traumatized. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the
enough.
chapter.
Back to the chapter. So we're here looking for Marco. Remember Whitebeard? Yes, I do, flashback. Thanks for bringing that up. How long has it been since the flashback, though? Like 6-7 years of real life time? I think it's been about 7 years. I remember Ace dying when I was in college. Not even my... No, that was not my senior year. So, 7 or 8 years at this point, I think this shit happened.
Whoa. All right.
Jesus Christ.
That's fair. I mean, Alabasta is also fair, so,
That was fucking 18 years ago or something. But yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. Okay, remember Whitebeard? Yes, I do. Okay, cool.
So
oh my god, there's a waterfall.
Yes, there's a waterfall there. Behind, in the secret village, Nekomamushi is being healed with the phoenix flame. Oh no, not Nekomamushi, the funny lion.
No, it's not him. Yeah, though they really should heal him because that Nibba missing a hand. Help him out. Okay, but let's talk about this. There he is, Marco the Phoenix. He's in this little bitch village. He's alive. He fought Blackbeard. He's alive. He doesn't even look wounded. I mean, he is a healing boy. That's his thing. Oh my god. There he is. And he is a doctor, and he's being very kawaii. Wearing glasses, wearing his Megane. Right, he's got the Megane Moe going on right now. And let's not forget, just a quick review for everybody, because they don't explain this here. Marco is a mythical zone eater whose devil fruit gives him multiple properties. It's kind of the best fruit in the entire series because it gives him the properties of all 3 types of devil fruit. 1, his Paramecia-specific sort of ability is that he is given the Flame of Rebirth, which is a non-hot flame that has healing properties, as we see right here as he heals this big manticore thing. 2, it is a Zoan, and then he can turn into a fucking bird. Pretty cool. And 3, it is like a Logia in that it can make him intangible and attacks can pass through him by using his flame to instantly regenerate any wounds he would have taken. It's very interesting, it's very cool, and it's pretty much the best devil fruit in the series. There you go. It's cool.
Blackbeard's gonna steal it.
I would. It's really, really fucking good. It's really fucking good. He has magical healing. It's so cool. He's got blue fire, it's not hot, and it's magical healing, and he's wasting it healing this big black bitch. Cut it out. Get back to work.
Oh, but it's a funny lion cat.
Yeah,
the little girl happy that her cat is home. It's good. By the way, this is not doctoring. This guy is not doctoring right now. This is vetting.
You know what? You're right. That's absolutely true. Maybe he's a veterinarian and not
Chopper
not
is doctoring. This guy's just vetting. This guy's straight vetting right now.
As is mentioned in the 4 Kids rap. True. And look at all these bitches. Come heal me. Come heal me. No, please die. Nekomamushi just smokes his weed and is like, dude, what?
Dude, what the fuck? Nice
dude, what the fuck? You're on fire, dude. It's not even hot. What?
Yeah, so there's this lovely little valley with a small town and some mountains, and it's all...
It's very nice.
Secluded and stuff, and it's fucking Whitebeard's old home. They talk about...
Here it is.
How this is a poor town where the government would come and bully them. Oh no, it wasn't.
No, they don't.
It was that they couldn't pay the government's defense fee or whatever to be protected from bandits and pirates and stuff. So they were just constantly in danger.
Let's talk about that real quick, because this is very interesting. So this ties into the political stuff that's been going on recently with the ships that Reverie has with kings and queens on them, whatever. They're taking the payment or something like the payments being collected from every town and kingdom and whatnot.
Yeah, the Revolutionary Army stopped
Yeah.
them at that place. Yeah,
And clearly that's all used to fund the world government in general, and then they get the protection of the Navy in their kingdom and all that. So, okay, I just want to point out, as a libertarian god, basically what's happening right now is they're portraying the world government as really evil for demanding payment for its services in protecting places like this. And I know they're not saying it's evil, but the implication is there that the world government is bad for refusing to protect people like these.
Well, all right. I think it's on that level, kind of.
Yeah.
But I think what it's trying to be is there's this kingdom, the world government owns the earth, whatever, and all of these places are little towns and stuff. And if a town doesn't make a lot of money, you don't not send the police to it's part of the world. If it's a world government, surely the world should be protecting everybody.
Well,
and,
if you pay taxes,
you can slice off some of the high end of the royalty taxes and all the Tenryubito stuff and give a little thing to the little guy, because
I'm sure that's
there's
what
clearly
they're going
an
for.
unbelievably huge difference between the poorest and the richest in One Piece.
That's true. I just, I don't know. I don't want to get into a whole political thing again, but it's just that, I literally don't care about economic disparities, because the rich owe nothing to the poor, as far as I'm concerned. Though the poor can always do an uprising and, just overthrow the rich, which you got to watch out for. Which is, I'm sure, what's happening now in One Piece. But I mean, they're all evil and slavery and totalitarian and all that crazy shit. But whatever. I don't need to go into it. Though I will say, another good thing about this is that juxtaposes this village, which, has been much discussed here, not allied with the world government because they can't pay the tribute, whereas Wano is a country that is also not part of a world government, but it's because they're too fucking strong, and the world government can't even do shit to them.
Which is the world government obviously wants Wano, and they're trying to get Wano, but it's too strong and they're not allowed. They get kicked in the butt. But the world government wouldn't even, take a second glance at a place like this because, what can we get from this place? Nothing. Let's just leave them. Let's leave them to explode.
It reminds me all of a sudden of, the Fishman Island is a member of the world government, or at least a provisional one. I'm pretty. It's a full-fledged member, I think. What's weird is just that they are still under the protection of a Yonko. First it was Whitebeard, then it was Big Mom, and currently it's the Straw Hats. It's Luffy and the gang. If not formally, then informally. How they don't have any Marines at all. So they seem to be. I'm sure they pay the tithing or whatever to be members of the world government, their entrance fees or whatever, but they don't seem to get any protection. It seems unfair.
Yeah.
Is it because they racist?
I have a feeling.
Boys?
I mean, yeah, there's probably definitely part of it. I could also imagine Fisher Tiger being a big a nuisance. They were like, okay,
well, that's true.
We should probably just be friends with them, technically, so they stop trying to kill us all the time.
The thing is, so I feel yeah, go ahead.
Or it's the Tenryubito that are slaving you, not the world government. So, guys, stop attacking the marine ships. Come on. Well, you could be part of the world government. We'll give you a discount. Something like that. But they don't actually give a shit.
I could definitely see that. Though, the thing is, I feel like this was literally discussed exactly what the details are here in that kind of post-Fishman Island arc when we do the stuff with the Big Mom Pirates anyway. I feel like it was discussed and I'm just forgetting. So if so, please forgive me, everybody. And comment in the comments, please, if you remember these details or care to look them up, if there's anything more. Okay, but anyway. So we just got Marco giving a little backstory about, oh yes, good old Pops, Mr. Whitebeard. If you remember that old dead bitch, this was his village, and he lived here, and he did cool stuff. He would send his dirty, dirty money here as a pirate, even though he had no friends or family, just because he loved this place as his homeland.
Nice lips, by the way. Nice lips there, Marco.
He's got excellent dick lips.
He's got a great face here. It's just sort of the tall seagull eyebrows I've always liked about him.
He's got a very strange design, but fair enough. Anyway, fucking Nekamushi's like, oh, there's no difference between dirty money and clean money in the world. Fine, cool, everyone's heartwarming. They're just talking about it. So Blackbeard attempted to invade this place, it seems, at the beginning of the payback war after the fucking thing. Yeah, right. So Blackbeard invaded here. They fought him off, and it looks like only Marco's still here. We don't see any signs of any other Whitebeard pirates. You know, Marco fought against him. That was a big thing that happened. It didn't work out. They lost. But he remains here to protect this place. And there he is. And he's getting real sentimental over all this stuff. Their treasure in it. Pops was real stingy, but he wanted to protect this place. So he's here in his memory. So he's here to protect the place in the memory of Whitebeard.
I really like the bit where he's like, you know, he used all the share of the treasure they found as the Whitebeard pirates to support this place, rather than have it for himself. Like as a you know. It was just, and then the crying. It reminds me of Red Leg Zeph when he gave all the food to Sanji.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that was pretty good of him. The only thing is, okay, don't get me wrong. I like this. This is an emotional moment, but like, do we have to lay it on so fucking thick? Just like he gave all his treasure to this place. Oh my God, he was such a hero.
What's so bad about this? He's doing
it's
a
just,
cry.
You know, I already like Whitebeard so much. I really like him already. I just don't need. I think every good thing he could have possibly done turns out he did, and he was like the perfect person. It's just like, come on, he was a pirate, right?
Yeah. But, like, I don't think he's more like the kind of pirate Luffy is, in that he just does things because he wants to be free.
Luffy ain't sent shit back to his fucking village. He ain't done shit for them.
No, because they don't need... Well, maybe the
Except when he becomes Pirate King,
do.
You know that the fucking military is going to raid that place and kill everyone for associating with the Pirate King.
The thing is, right, is that Whitebeard was close to Roger...
True.
And which means he's a cool guy. He's close to, the Whitebeard pirates, close to the minks, who are close to the true leader of the Wano kingdom. And it's all like the cool guys are all cool with each other. Whitebeard being the Yonko that is the least fucked. This is just like they're not hammering it home. They're just like reminding you. Whitebeard hasn't been in the like you said for like 7 years.
Yeah, I know, but I remember him fucking incredibly well because he left such a huge impression. Yeah.
What about all the 7-year-old One Piece readers who have never heard of One Piece?
They can die. I want them dead. If you're reading this chapter and you don't know who Whitebeard is, die. Well, I mean, if you haven't read all of One Piece and you're reading this now, just what are you doing? Like that is not the kind of series One Piece is.
I'm saying that even though you remember him, I don't see too much of a problem doing something like this, just to flesh out his like good side a bit more, because
okay, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Because
you know like what? Luffy is very clearly taking the place of Whitebeard as the good Yonko. That's what's happening.
Yes. Okay, you know what it is though? Okay, I found a rationale. I don't even believe that Whitebeard actually gave all his treasure to this place. What I believe is that Marco thinks he gave all his treasure here.
Why you gotta be like that? What are you gonna do? This is just a good boy.
It's annoying that everyone who dies is instantly a saint. Like, why does he have to be perfect in every way? I'm not trying to nitpick extensively. It just it's like, come on, guys, who's with me? If you're with me, say hashtag I also hate Whitebeard Nate in the chat. Thank you for joining this special
He does say right there that he was pretty stingy. He wanted all the booze, and he never treated anyone to meals.
But don't you see, Gib? Him being stingy is making him even more angelic, because he was so stingy, he wouldn't even give them booze because he had to send it all back to this village. The true people in need. Oh, what a perfect human being. Oh, okay, like that's...
I don't think that's what they were saying, but yeah.
I think that's exactly what they're implying, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so.
He always wanted all the booze, and he used all his share.
He never treated us to meals. He used all of his share of the treasure. Well, okay, he wanted the booze.
I feel
mean,
like he just liked booze, and like he wasn't a perfect person, but god damn it, he supported this place because he loved it, and God, it's making me cry.
That's fine.
That's the thing.
If that's all they're saying, then okay, no problem with that.
Yeah, he was a gruff man who liked women and beer, and he would drink it by the capeful and throw it at people and be like, "Ah, he is a pirate. He just wants to have a family, but he just so happens to be like a good-natured guy."
Why have we not seen those sexy nurses since that one? Okay, we technically saw them during the war in a flashback in like one panel to just when Whitebeard's like, you think I'm going to let them see me with all these hooks, things, and plugs hooked into me? As he rips them off, they're like, no, Whitebeard, no, you're going to die. That was good, but I want to see him fucking more, a lot more. I want to see everyone in one piece fucking a lot more.
Yeah, you know what? Where is the Whitebeard porn? Draw Whitebeard porn on the whiteboard at school right now. Take a picture of it.
Yes, you have our permission. Be a real pirate and draw a Whitebeard porn. Okay, here we go.
I just feel like there's if the you know the idea that the world government is not good a lot of the time and is in fact kind of a fucking evil place. Yeah. Evil system. But if somebody rejects that and is labeled a pirate, they're not necessarily an evil person.
Of course,
just like
I
the straw
be more
hats.
with that. I could not be more with that plan and that idea. That's great. That's totally great. I hate authoritarianism. I'm all for freedom. And Whitebeard was just a good old freedom boy, and I respect him.
I actually wonder if like the Yonko are like stereotypes of some kind. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, like Whitebeard is the
good
just
boy.
He just wanted to be free. He just wanted to be free. He's the free pirate. Blackbeard is like the power hungry guy. He wants all the power, all the might, and he's a sneaky devil. Big Mom is a fucking infant freak. And Kaido is big and strong. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's nothing there.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out when we learn more about him.
Oh, and Shanks has red hair. That makes him special. He's the only ginger in One
characteristic. Piece. Oh, remember when he showed up at Reverie like 2 chapters ago? What was up with that? Remember that?
Yeah. Maybe they just said goodbye, Yonko man, Golko man. Go away. How'd you get in here? You're a pirate. Get out.
Get out of here. Okay, here we go. So, this is good. He brings up Weevil. We talk about Weevil, who is the proclaimed son of Whitebeard. Cool. But you know, Marco's like, I don't know about this guy. I never heard about this motherfucker. Anyway, if he comes looking for an inheritance, we ain't got one. But he's definitely going to attack here because you won't believe me when I say there's no inheritance. So I'm ready to fight. I'm finna fight this boy. So I gotta stay here and protect it. So that's what he's saying now. He's got to stay here to protect this place from Weevil.
So he won't be available to fight in Wano.
And let's not skip.
Also, he might die. I feel like Weevil might kill him.
I feel like Marco is marked for death. I really do. Because he's special, but he's not that beloved a character. I feel if I was Oda writing the story, I'd be like, okay, who are my characters who even can die? Marco would be quite high on that list. For sure. Plus, he's a phoenix,
I just
so
feel
he'll be
like
reborn.
he deserves to get a bit more.
He needs a real fight. You know what though? He's not. The only thing about Marco, he's never been like a really fully fleshed out character. He has not had a moment to do anything really cool. Well, that's why I feel like he needs
a bit more, but because like he's the second in command of the Whitebeard pirates, of which there's only like 3 interesting Whitebeard pirates.
I like Vista. Vista's cool. Sword boy. He fought Mihawk. Remember that guy?
Yeah, but he's just sort of big and swords.
Yeah, there's not a lot to him. that's
Diamond's
true.
Joe is just a diamond.
Yeah, I mean, really none of the others have done anything.
In Minecraft, he's one of those.
I mean, there was Ace, but Ace is now dead, so,
yes,
you know.
It was Ace, Marco, and Whitebeard himself, and there's that weird guy that was stabbed him through the heart that looks like a skeleton.
True, but that guy was only an ally. Squad, I think was his name. But Marco
from Final Fantasy
isn't
VIII.
even... Yeah, he's a good boy. Marco, who also got slashed across the face. Connection? Coincidence? Maybe. Marco's not that interesting. He needs something. He just is like the guy who was drawn as like the guy who's like a Whitebeard crewman who just got turned into the second in command later on, I feel.
The only reason I don't think he's going to die here fighting Weevil is because the only person who knows anything about Marco, like really, is Nekomamushi right there.
Well, all the Whitebeard pirates who are out there, they could talk about Marco.
Yeah, but like, if there's any reason for Luffy to give a shit, he needs to give a shit about Marco.
He does like Marco. He has positive feelings towards him. He said that before.
He'll be like, hey, cool, it's Marco. It's like Marco died and Whitebeard's hometown village got destroyed. It's like, oh no.
That'll make
him
mad, yeah.
it might make him mad, but I don't know whether it would like spur him to do anything. It feels like if you're gonna talk about Marco as like he's dead, it needs to be a moment in which action is taken based on that. And I don't know whether that would really do much other than like make you mad at Weevil more.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Weevil exactly. I really don't know what he's gonna do in the story. He'll probably just join Blackbeard. That's my guess.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I think's gonna happen with him.
Scary,
by the way,
big fat man.
He's all right. He looks like a Blackbeard pirate. Let's not ignore that Marco here says that Weevil's mother, Bakin, is a former pirate. She was active 40 years ago is more accurate. She used to be on the same ship as Pops. Let us not forget the Rocks pirates. So we're not talking about being on the same ship as Pops. Okay, so I'm just saying the timeline matches up exactly in a noteworthy way with what has been mentioned as the Rocks, or the whatever it's called, the Rock, R-O-X, R-O-C-K-S, I don't know, whatever it is, R-O-C-S maybe. So now it's possible, because before we said that it was Big Mom and Kaido who appeared to be on the Rocks. We don't know for sure, but it seemed that way. And now also it seems like Whitebeard and Bakin here appear to be lining up for the same timeline, as well as Shaki, who's been discussed before, who may or may not have been there as well. Could all these people have been on the same crew? Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido, plus our little short lady here? I mean, pretty interesting.
It would make sense that Big Mom joined a pirate crew to learn how to be a pirate, because she's too stupid to have figured it out on her own.
But, like, Jesus, if we're talking about, like, if 3 of the Yonko were on this one pirate crew together, man, pretty surprising. Pretty surprising.
It'll be just
low likelihood.
It'll be just like in Naruto, Kakashi was the teacher of 3 people who became something or other.
True.
One of them become an edgelord, the other become a sledgelord.
By the way, and I know that
a girl also was there.
This is something indeed. This is something I bring up a lot with One Piece, but it's just like, Oda, please be careful. Don't give your characters too much weird history together, because, like, there's no reason, for example, why Big Mom and Kaido had to have been on the same crew growing up. No reason at all. Now, I'm prepared to accept it.
Well, they didn't say that yet, so...
They said that they were on the same crew, and it was implied that it was the Rocks. We don't know for sure, but it sure seemed that way. They said they were on the same ship, and they used to get along so well, so we know they know each other from long ago. It's okay. I'm just saying it seems that way, and I'm just saying if it turns out that Whitebeard was also on that crew, and Shaki was on that crew, and I don't know, maybe Rayleigh was on. I'm just making it up right now, but I'm just saying if it turns out that like everyone important was on this crew, all I'm gonna say is, well, geez, Oda, isn't it convenient that everyone important was on one crew at one point? Because it doesn't have to be that way.
Maybe
it's annoying.
Maybe Gold Roger was on that crew too.
Well, they said Gold Roger was the guy who like broke through their age or something. He was the one who changed the age. But wait, he came years after 40 years. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
He's a fucking funny lad.
Okay, well, whatever. Oda, please don't write your stuff overly convenient. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I know I made a theory about the hat, the straw hat.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that with all this Rocks talk, like I made this silly assertion before that they may have been the inventors of piracy, but that doesn't make any sense because piracy has been told to have existed longer before that.
I think so.
But
maybe.
I think the straw hat definitely has something to do with the Rocks pirates. And Gold Roger, when he was a young lad, had a straw hat.
Yep.
And so him destroying the Rocks pirates, or like changing the age of piracy or whatever he did, him wearing the straw hat is the reason a straw hat is a symbol of anything and may have been put in the frozen throne or whatever.
That's possible. It's possible.
I don't know in what like way and like for
they
what reason it's a big hat, but I feel like the fact that they set that up at the same sort of time is like Rocks pirates, something to do with a hat.
It's totally possible. It's totally possible. We'll just have to see, man. And I just if I see that it turns out to be shit writing, I will say so. And if it turns out to be good writing, I will also say so. So we'll just say.
Dude, what if they invented hats?
Whoa! Now that is correct. All right, here we go. So whatever. Fucking Marco's like, go meet with the Straw Hats. Pass the message on for me. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if he even says it, but they're going to Wano. No, he doesn't tell him the message. He just says, weren't they going to Wano? Ba-bong! And then,
Ba-bong.
whoa, geisha, curtains part. Oh my God, we're literally there right now. Right
there
now,
it is.
we're in Wano. I did not expect this.
Yes, it looks
wow.
so much like one of my Japanese animes.
Whoa, too much, frankly. It looks beautiful, and I love it. It looks distinctly like Japanese art, you know, with the swoopy-doopy lines and the goofy-froofy bits.
and the up and down mountains that they draw.
I gotta say, I love the look. This is exactly what I hoped it would be, like way over the top, goofy, exaggerated, like Japanese style. Oda's,
it
I'm
reminds
pretty
me
fucking
a
loving
lot
it.
of Okami.
Yeah.
And, you see in the back there, they've got like a really tall, thin mountain.
I do.
It's like Mount Fuji, but very, very thin.
Maybe
like
it's
been
called
losing
Mount
weight.
Mount Hugie.
Even though it's small.
Well, it's tall, you know. It's Mount Hugie, not Mount Fuji, which, you know.
I know.
No, he gets it. Everyone, don't be afraid to take a while and just absorb the beauty of this panel. It looks great. And by the way, I'm just looking at the panels on the right. And I'm looking at the pa-pow, pa-pow. Now she's got that shamisen or whatever the fuck I think it's called a shamisen. As this curtain parts, and we see the little lady with her mask, and who I bet will be a character we meet later and see more about. I'm just betting that right now. We'll see. And then boom, we zoom in, and I just want to see that animated. It's gonna look beautiful. I'm really excited for it. Oh,
we got the massive bonsai tree in the middle.
It's so cool. It's so cool looking.
With the
Who
waterfalls
even
coming out of it.
builds a tree like that?
The thing is, this feels a little small.
Well, this is just one city, right? It's just one city.
Well, yeah, I guess.
This might not even be the capital, for all we know.
Well, the thing is, like, I remember they said Dressrosa was a country, but it was basically just a town on an island. There was a sphere.
Okay, true.
I don't think they're showing everything, but this, like, if this is, like, the big, like, here is Wano, here's everything. It's not much. It's just the center thing and a few houses around and a temple to the left.
Well, you know what? Here, take a look at this motherfucker, right? Wait, is this right? Yeah, okay, look at this. This is a map of... God, I can't get the fucking... Okay, link, copy link. Okay, there it is. This is a map of Dressrosa. And this is the entire island. Sorry it's small, but, like, that's what it is. This is the entire... Well, goddamn. Okay, here's the link to the fucking... I'm just on the wiki. I'm on the wiki looking at the picture. If you go there, you'll see it and you can click on it. It's bigger. So, like, that is the entire island. And if you look at it, you can see that, like, it basically generally is. There's, like, land on the outside and then, like, a big castle city on the inside. And it's a big city, and there is land around it. So, like, this place is not huge. But it is pretty big.
It's big enough to fit a bird cage.
That's true. So, like... I don't know. I'm just guessing that Wano's about the same for no particular reason.
I don't feel like it needs to be huge, but I was imagining something a bit more like gargantuan for like the Japanese place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have no idea really right now. We haven't seen like a map or anything. I'll tell you right now, my guess is, just because this is how One Piece has generally worked, Alabasta was huge, by the way. So like Alabasta took like days to cross.
Alabasta felt like a country.
It did. It really did. Dressrosa felt small and weak and cowardly in every way compared to Alabasta.
Yes.
God, remember?
Thriller Bark felt bigger, and that was a ship.
It did feel bigger. Weird. You know what? Good point. Alabasta. Remember how Crocodile strategically used sandstorms and would like send them off for like miles and miles to grow out of his control and like attack Yuba. There were like tons of towns all over Alabasta. It was a gigantic fucking island. Dressrosa by comparison is fucking baby shit. How big is this? I thought someone said how big it was. Okay, you know what? Doesn't matter. Point is, it's not that big, and we can clearly see that it's just not that big. But in any case, my guess is that Wano is going to be similar to Dressrosa. And that, like, this, I'm guessing right now, I don't know this for sure, this is, like, the capital city, and that maybe there's some other towns. Will go down.
I'm sure there's going to be, like, you know, various... Because they're not going to be able to have all these characters interacting in one space. There's going to be areas where you can run away and be away from the main battle and you know... hide and talk to other characters safely in like a small town nearby. I don't know why I am even worrying about it.
Well, you know what's funny? I just got back from Hawaii, and I was on one of the islands. I took a little boat, I rowed it out, you know, away from the ship, and now I rowed it back, and it was a good time, a little solo adventure. That island, like, I'm just comparing it to Dressrosa now. Dressrosa is so much smaller than just one of the islands in Hawaii. I mean, I was on Oahu, and, like, Honolulu is there, and then there's, like, the other 95% of the island outside of that place. Whereas Dressrosa is, like, 25% one city, or something like that. It just feels small. Just feels small and insignificant and weak. As opposed to Alabasta, which was huge and impressive and really great. Like, remember how big Skypiea was? Skypiea was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fine.
It's not the bigness, it's how you draw it.
No, it is about, well, it's about how you draw it, and it's about how you use the space. Dressrosa was small and cramped, and could have been fine if some of the stuff was done better in that
It was
art.
weird how, like, alright, I just want to, what last point about Dressrosa.
Sure. Yeah.
It was weird how it was small,
yeah,
but at the same time, so much of the buildings felt meaningless that it also felt like huge in the amount of like nothing there was in between like points of interest.
That's true. I feel like we're being given like weird size discrepancies. I don't feel like it actually is the size shown on that map there. That feels weird. I don't know. I'm confused and disturbed.
Because remember when it was like you got Usopp has to shoot the thing from the thing and
he had to shoot from a million miles away. Yeah.
And it was kind of a long distance, but at the same time, they could still reach them. So, like, it's across a city, but, like,
they were in the same city, or, like, across one city, maybe. Yeah. Well, shit. I don't fucking know.
I gotta watch the anime to figure it out.
I don't trust the anime to fucking handle the sizes properly. Like, I've watched a bunch of fights, or clips of just, like, the Luffy versus Doflamingo fight, as he's gear 4th and they're, like, flying through the air. Like, based on what I remember from that, I thought it was bigger than this. But, okay, you know what? Fair enough. Doesn't matter. Everyone die. Wano maybe will be big, maybe will be small. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, moving on.
Frankie!
Who's this handsome lad? Oh, it's the Francophone.
And he's got a T.
Is that a hammer? What does that mean? What is that head thing? I was trying to figure it out.
I think it might be a hammer, because he's carpenting.
True. Or maybe it's a T, for he did the best job. It's T for
or that it's like he cut down a tree to make the wood.
These are all good. Anyway,
so we got an angry man saying, "Hey, fuck you! That was a great job. Good job. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm Japanese."
Yeah, exactly. And Franosuke is a carpenter. They've all taken on roles to disguise themselves in Wano society. It seems. And here we are.
Very funny that Frankie is managing to disguise himself with a body like that.
It's pretty fucking funny. He's doing a good job. I believe in Frankie. Impress me, Frankie, please. And here we go. Here's
and then we got
fucking
Usopp. We
literally cutting himself. Literally cutting himself. This very chapter. He is.
He's not cutting himself. You know
fan.
What is Usopp doing? He's a toad oil salesman. That wasn't blood. That was ketchup. That was a classic Usopp move to sell toad oil.
You're probably fucking right. I bet he did trick them all. That's a good point. Look at that lady gasping though. She looks cool. I like it.
I like his toad hat. I don't know whether that's just a toad.
Oh, you can see it croaking. It appears to be a real toad. Pretty cool. Nice. And everyone's buying this toad oil. Excellent. And he is Uso Hachi. Toad oil salesman.
Here, the next page. The piece de resistance of what the Straw Hats have been doing.
Oh, Christ.
Do you want to take the floor with this one?
I do. It's literally Memoirs of a Geisha, 30-year-old perfect woman edition. Nico Robin as a geisha. It is everything I've ever dreamed of. This is literally the best panel of One Piece in a decade, except when Katakuri showed his cute little smile for the first time. But beyond that, beyond me being homosexual, I am also heterosexual, and I love Robin. And I mean, she just looks fucking incredible in this outfit with her hair all up. This is perfect. She is the most poised, the most perfect, demure, subtle, and also extremely sexual woman that there's ever been. She's perfect.
I really like how she's doing all this stuff and she's sweating and having a hard time of it.
She's training, dog.
Breathing heavily.
Training.
Yeah.
I watched the movie Memoirs of a Geisha recently, which is about how to become a geisha. It's pretty rough. And I also like that they specifically say, you'll never be called into the Shogun's drawing room if you don't get it together. They're talking about fucking. They're talking about having Robin fuck the Shogun because geisha are literal prostitutes, only, like, way better. They're better than, like, normal shitty prostitutes. They're, like, classy and cool. Awesome. Watch Memoirs of a Geisha and also watch my dick watching Robin. You're in for a show. Enough said. Oh, Robbie, the geisha. Oh, I'm turning gay for her.
Yes.
Oh, look at her sweaty face. Oh, she's perfect. Oh, yeah. I retweeted a bunch of images of this, and I just tweeted out this because it's so good when I first read it. And somebody did, like, colored art, made it all, like, red in her geisha and stuff. Oh, my God, it's fucking incredible. Holding that fan up and shit. Oh, it's good.
It's not just good because it's extremely sexual, though. It's something.
It totally works.
I mean, it works because Robin is that sort of he has that ability to look nice like this. Mm-hmm. But it's the fact that she's like working hard and being like strained. Like you don't often see Robin in a situation where she's like having trouble.
That
trying
is
to
very
stay
endearing.
composed.
I actually,
it's usually like she's like
she's perfect.
Aside
all the
from
time,
the girl aspect, she is like the character who goes, whatever.
Every other character has had a
in the
face
background.
Fault. Robin has had one face fault, and it felt weird at the time. And it was less of a face fault than any other character. Robin is the most serious Straw Hat. At least, like, outwardly. We've seen her, like, cute little inward thought bubbles, which are great, and everybody loves. Because she's the best character. Also...
Yeah, I want to know whether she's, like... It's just really nice to see Robin, or, like, any female character struggling with anything.
You're absolutely right. It is great. And, like, this is the most of a character... I mean, let's not forget, it has been... years! Since we last saw Robin. It has been years since my wife has shown her naked body unto me. And here she is. And, like, she feels more of a character than even that she did throughout, like, all of Dressrosa. Because in Dressrosa, like, she helped fight, like, she helped fight against Diamante a little bit by protecting Rebecca while fucking Kairos actually beat the guy. This, like, no-name character who, like, yeah, he was pretty cool for the arc, but, like, we're never going to see that guy again. He was the wiper of that arc. I mean, we'll see him, but he won't do anything important. Robin is the real important character in that situation, and she didn't get to do anything, which was very disappointing, and she always kind of gets cucked in that way. But here she is, being a real hard-working character. Like, we don't know exactly why she's being a gay. Like, yes, she's trying to just ingratiate herself into society
she said that the old lady says there's no way you're going to get called into the Shogun's room and such. She's clearly doing this for espionage to get into the Shogun's room.
Let's not forget Robin's stated speciality in this world, assassination. And who better than a sexy slut geisha who's given exclusive access to the Shogun to fucking murder him, and, like, there goes the military force that's back in Kaido, and there go like half his forces and whatnot.
I feel like this is setting Robin up to be the Brook of like doing doing the real job while everyone else is fucking fighting.
Oh my god, you are so fucking right. That is exactly. Robin has not had a chance to do anything like this because every arc is structured in a very different way. It's like a big action shonen for obvious reasons. But now, in this kind of arc, this is an espionage time, which is Robin's speciality. This could be her time to shine. I never even thought it was possible. Oh my god. Yes, Queen,
I'm really excited for this.
I am also very excited. And by the way, I was just going to say that you're absolutely right about all the stuff we just said about her doing something hard and working and fitting into society and sweating. The sweating is important. And in that fan art I retweeted that was colorized, the person, like, edited out the sweats to just make her look, like, classy.
Wrong.
And, like, it looked very nice. It looked good, but it did not convey the full spectrum of emotions that was actually here, which is even better than, like, this dressed up, photoshopped bullshit. This is the real raw shit, here in the manga. And there it is. And that's why this is the best page in all of One Piece.
Yes. And
okay.
And then we get a
backstory.
little bit of a flashback.
Yep.
So we got Kinemon, Raizo, and the other guy.
Whose name I completely forgot. A drawing
Kanjuro.
boy. Kanjuro. That's the one. I'm impressed you remember. I totally forgot.
And they're saying, all right, guys, we're in Wano now. You've got to lie low. You've got to have secret jobs because we can't do things until, like, Nekomamushi comes here with Marco and the Whitebeard pirates or Luffy comes here. We can't do anything yet. So we got to lie low. We got to sneak around.
So they're supposed to be gathering allies and, like, samurai to fight on the cause. So hopefully they're doing that. Like, hopefully, like, Kinemon is doing that with the other samurai, which they probably are. That's probably where they are right now.
Yeah. And but what's Zoro doing?
Oh no. What is this? There's an announcement. They finally caught a street murderer and someone's about to commit seppuku. Oh no. Sudokus are really hard. It's going to take them all night to finish that. And what do we got? Oh no.
And immediately we get the mention of the legendary sword Shusui.
Immediately, Shusui is brought up. And they got right to it. They got right the fuck to it.
And they mention Ryuma, and it's all like, oh, hey, cool.
Yep.
So the sword that he got from the zombie in Thriller Bark was, that zombie was a samurai from here, and his grave was robbed by Moria. And then he became a zombie, and he caught the sword, and then they thought he graved the rob, but he didn't.
Yep, I mean, we've been talking about this moment for a long time. What are they going to say when he sees it? And there's the additional complication of he's apparently being accused of being a street murderer, but for that and the crime of grave robbing, they are putting him to death, a samurai's death.
You can tell he notices later that the guy who noticed the sword was actually the street murderer or something.
Oh, right. Though I didn't actually... Okay, we'll get to that, because I was actually pretty confused by that, because, like, is this guy not, like, the Lord? Because he seems to be in charge here.
I feel like at the moment, like, Zoro would not have, like, murdered anyone. He's just, like, being pinned for a crime.
Well, I totally agree. They probably saw he had the sword, and in typical fashion just assumed he was also a murderer. Or perhaps, like, the magistrate here who... Okay, so here's my theory, that this guy is like the head lord of this town or whatever, and he also just happens to be a street murderer. That's my theory.
Well, I don't know whether he's like the lord. I think he's just sort of like
a magistrate or something. He's close to the one in charge, though.
I mean, maybe like samurai as like a class of citizen are like above normal people.
That seems reasonable.
So it's like he's royalty, he's a lord, he's a samurai.
My guess is that this street murderer guy, though, just saw like a chance to pin this crime on someone. And this guy had committed the crime of grave robbing and is like, okay, fine, you did it. So just be murdered then, sir.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
They tell him, they tell Zoro, you gotta kill yourself with this funny knife. And he's like, I don't understand this knife. How do I kill myself? I have never done that before. And they're like, you don't know?
This knife is cool. It's small. I assume this is like a real thing about committing seppuku.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little blade. It's got no hilt, and you wrap it in some things, and you cut yourself open and die. Cool. I like it. There's a lot of character going on here. This place is full of character already, and I really like it.
Yes.
Like Dressrosa, I just want to say, just felt like a city that had a little bit of Spain in it, just a little bit. But this place is full Japan.
I didn't even really understand that it was Spain until I saw the flamenco.
Yeah, the only thing is Viola's dancing is the only thing that makes it feel like Spain, and that was only at like the beginning of the arc.
And then
and
the Colosseum is like Italy.
That's fucking
instead.
Rome. So yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know. They mix them. They mix and match.
And then the toys are like that's
Pinocchio
that's nothing.
or whatever. I don't even know what that is. The Nutcracker? It was the Nutcracker, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking where nutcrackers came from, either Russia or France or
I think they're Russian.
European. I think that Dressrosa was supposed to be like a mix of European stuff, but it just wasn't like potent enough.
Maybe the Nutcracker is a Polish musical, right? Maybe it's from
maybe
it's Poland. Wait, Tchaikovsky, he was Polish, right? Hang on.
Well, it sounds like it.
Tchaikovsky is God fucking damn it.
Japanese?
Russian. I was wrong. He's Russian. Okay, fuck me. Moving on.
But yeah, but like Dressrosa had like a muddled, like multiple European nation thing.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Mostly kind of Spanish.
I mean, because it didn't even do
Wano.
Well, yeah, the character of Dressrosa did not matter. What mattered was that's where Doflamingo is. That's all that mattered about that place. So there was the least of any island that we've been to. This is another not much discussed reason why Dressrosa sucked ass, because there was so little character to that place itself. Like Alabasta, full of Egypt shit, full of desert shit. It was coming out the ass. Skypiea, obviously the best one ever. Thriller Bark, huge spooky ghost shit everywhere.
This place had very clearly a better European city is Marijois.
And how about fucking? I mean, true. And what about goddamn Water 7, fucking Venice. Just Venice out the ass. Perfect. I loved Water 7. It was awesome.
Yeah, he dropped the football on that one.
And nobody,
but like Wano is very clearly a very like he knows Japan because he is Japanese. It's very gonna be focused and full of like cool iconography and specific things.
It already is. From the first panel of Wano, I already loved it, and it has not disappointed yet. So much character. Oda's clearly been thinking about this for a while, whereas Dressrosa was really confused and like didn't. I don't know.
We should stop talking about Dressrosa. It's going to become the new Jinbei.
Oh, it already is. I mean,
it's going to become the new Jinbei joining the crew. Is us talking about Dressrosa and how bad it is every single time.
I bet all the kiddies love Dressrosa just because that's where Gear 4th came from. Just like how that's what made Enies Lobby good.
I'm wondering how many comments about that have already been written.
So many. I'm sure
Stop
so many.
Stop talking about Dressrosa. It's okay.
And this isn't even a nitpick. These are serious, major problems with Dressrosa. But I do understand the concern of not wanting to hear about it because we got another chapter here.
Yes.
So let's do it.
So Zoro is told to kill himself, and he's like, "Well, you will stab yourself, and then I will execute you."
So you stab yourself,
that you don't...
and then he executes you. That.
Well, so you don't suffer. So, like,
why not
it's
just
the way to
have him execute you? It just seems like.
Well, it's just one of those things. For the way I understand it is they do it so that you can kill yourself to preserve your honor. You weren't killed by anyone else.
I mean that's true. That's definitely true. You kill yourself and then they double kill you. Fair enough. Fair enough. And here he goes. He's like, sounds like a plan, team. Let me just do this now.
Yeah, so the next page, the big double page spread, they play the sound machine. Ding, 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 ding. And he's getting ready, but then he says, this is why I thought, you smell like blood. You're the culprit, aren't you? So he knows that this guy is the actual street killer.
I mean, seems reasonable to me. I'm totally willing to just believe that.
And then he does a funny swipe. And it cuts the building.
He uses... Okay, guys, remember a little thing called...
Mihawk,
how he used a little baby blade and defeated Zoro. I feel like we're getting... Maybe not even intentionally, but a little callback to when a little
feel like
blade
it must
did
be
big
intentional.
Things. You think so? Yeah,
yeah, because like that was the first battle he had with Mihawk. He took out his little... took
his little butter knife, his little cross
knife.
Yep.
And he's like, I only need this to fight you. And he's like, fuck, how can you only need that? But now Zoro's strong. He can only need that.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I mean, yeah, he just does a big old fucking slash, which he couldn't even have done that at the beginning of the series. He had to learn how to do that kind of stuff. From like, just look at how much Zoro has grown. Look at how much Zoro has fucking grown. And I'm talking about a groan. It's like, oh, geez, Zoro, way to give us away, you big idiot. So that's not good.
He has to lie low, but nope, he's
can't do it.
Killing
He's
people.
too damn honorable. But I did want to say, so a lot of people have been talking for a long time about Zoro in Wano and what that'll be like, what it means. So right now, Zoro he's called a Ronin. That's like, so he's a wandering samurai without a lord. And so he's just like taken to that role, I guess, and here he is slicing shit up. He's got the little top knot going on. I guess all there is to say is just I'm really excited to see what happens beyond this with Zoro in this arc. Is he a samurai? Is he a samurai guy? We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought in like the Ryuma thing immediately. I didn't want to wait to know about whether people are gonna notice that or not.
I'm gonna say this next chapter more too as well, but like I really feel that Oda is trying to move this fucking thing along. Like we get right to Wano, we're right in the thick of it. There is no setup time. We are in this shit. I think he's feeling the pressure about like the timeline he gave a couple years ago, about 7 years. That's not even realistic anymore. It's time to motor. I think is what he thinks. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel things are going.
All right. And
any final I'm pretty much it. I mean, I just can't wait to see more. If only there was more available to me at this very moment.
There was more right now.
Patreon.com.
I really liked
it. Oh yeah, right. Good.
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm happy that, you know, the one thing that I was worried about is that we would go to Wano, and then it would be like the same thing that was in Zo. Like they'd already been doing stuff, and we didn't get to see them discover the island or do anything.
We haven't missed anything important yet, which is really good.
Yeah, we haven't missed anything important, and they're lying low for a good reason instead of a stupid reason. So
yeah, it's really good.
It's good.
I'm very much enjoying it so far. Frankly, I just want them to not rush things. Things are not rushed now, but don't rush things. Take your time. Explore the world of Wano. That's the number one thing One Piece needs more of right now. Like exploring the world and less time on, I don't know, like just every little character who Luffy or Oda feels needs coverage. Now we got a little flash of all the Straw Hats who've been gone for so fucking long. The Robin thing was the greatest thing ever. Seeing Marco, out there learning what he's up to and getting little tales of the world stuff from him and Nekamushi was great. Just keep doing what you're doing, Oda, and don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Where is Law? Wasn't he with them?
Law definitely came with them, so he is off. Here's my guess. Law was not, by the way, in that little flashback when we saw them all kind of conferring in a little circle.
That's what I'm looking at.
So I'm guessing that Law is gathering allies on his own at the moment. In some, you know what? Maybe he has gone on a mission because he's got his crew back right now. I think. I'm guessing that those guys have gone off to kind of do their own more Kaido-related stuff, while our Straw Hats are doing more samurai shogun-related stuff. Just a hunch. No basis on that in reality at all. But that's just my thought. He's clearly off doing his own thing at the moment, though. And I don't know. We'll see more soon, hopefully.
All right.
That's it, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon. Hey, don't forget, patreon.com/thepodcastpirates. Join our fucking crew. Don't be a filthy white boy, like all those lowly whites in our Discord server, which you can join for free if you wish to condescend to that lowly state.
Yes.
We are very color racist in that server. Blues
Coloreds
are good.
Only.
Whites are destroyed. Coloreds only. It is coloreds only. The whites must die. We have to kill them all. That's it, everybody. We enslaved them. Oh, we didn't actually enslave them. Okay, one of these days we'll enslave them. All right, that's it, everybody. Thanks for listening. I guess that's about it. We'll see you soon. And bye-bye.
Yo ho ho and a yar har har.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording.